Welcome to Orange County Power Players, where we spotlight the personal, professional, and financial success stories of OC's top leaders. Here's your host, Danny Flores.
Welcome back to OC Power Players, where I interview some of the most successful people in Orange County. I'm Danny Flores, your host, and today's honored guest is Matthew Wiseman. He's the Vice President of Sales of BrightMeds. BrightMeds is a leading provider of innovative healthcare solutions dedicated to improving patient outcomes and enhancing the quality of life. They have cutting-edge products and services which are designed to meet the evolving needs of healthcare providers and patients alike. They lead the onboarding and configuration of hotspot, including sales, handoff, SMS automations, lead assignment, and activity reporting. He has also created in its entirety of the marketing performance reporting stack, harmonizing data from their custom CRM, HubSpot, app platforms, and conversion tracking. Welcome, Matthew.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Danny.
Thanks for coming on. So tell us a little bit about what you do and how you got there.
Sure. Yeah. So you said a lot of big words there. So what we're doing at BrightMeds is just helping people. We're able to use this great technology that we have of Zooms and be able to help do telehealth. So that way people are getting access to their meds. The big thing we're specializing in right now is in the GLP-1s. What is that? That is a lot of the cool drugs that the Kardashians are taking with Ozempic and tirzepatide, and we're doing a lot of those compounds. But one thing that's great about it is that it's helping people, and that's always been something in my career I've always enjoyed doing.
So does that mean you create kind of a network of patients that you guys reach out to and do the telehealth? Because telehealth is kind of a new thing, isn't it?
It is pretty new. We have a couple of different doctors networks that we work with. Mm-hmm. So we're able to market the products, we're able to capture the customer, and then we're able to connect them with the doctor, and then they're able to get their meds sent directly to their house very easily, and probably much the next day we're able to get it shipped out from the pharmacy. So it's a really efficient process we have.
Do you think, are you guys pushing to create more telehealth? Because it does save a lot of time for the physicians and for the patients as well, right? Because they can just call, make time. You don't have to leave work or anything else like that. Maybe you get on a Zoom with a physician and say, hey, you know what? This is what I'm feeling. Doctor says, okay, you need X, and gets taken care of.
Yeah, I mean, we want to get into as many different platforms as possible, a lot of different products, but we're all about really just helping people as well. So that whatever products we can that have good margins, but that also help people. That's the biggest thing, because they'll come back if they see a result. They're not going to come back just for a great price. They're going to come back for the actual result, and that's what our goal is.
So is your function to go out and find new patients and bring them in, or to look at providers and talk to providers and bring them into your platform?
Great question there. So my side is more on the marketing and sales. So I'm all about customer acquisition. So I'm all about promoting what we do, how we do it, and how we can help you. And then once we capture that lead, it kind of goes in three different ways. One, they're just going to be able to sign up directly from our website at ease, from their phone, from online, and be able to talk to the doctor right there and make it really simple. But then we also have a lot of people that might have questions. They're just doing it all over telephone, and they don't know who I am. They don't know if they're actually going to get to talk to a doctor. They don't know what the product is. Where are you getting the medicine from? Is it from America? Is it FDA approved? Is it state approved? So that's where a lot of questions arise. And so we've developed a sales team that's able to step in once the customer is at the point of purchasing and they stop. That kind of gets transferred over to my sales team, and then they go out and they reach out via call, text, email, help answer any questions, and take the person across the finish line, which is working really well. And we have AI out there, but the problem is a lot of people have specific questions for their needs, and that's where AI can't really help, and we still need those darn humans.
Yeah. AI is good, but not perfect. Not yet. Maybe one day, eventually, they'll know all the answers.
I'm scared to hear what their answers are.
Right, right. So what's the best way? I guess, and this is more like if somebody's listening and they're in a sales position, what's the best way that you feel to go out and target and get results from potential patients and customers?
Just kind of finding or showing like what a pain point is. One pain point is weight loss. I mean, everyone wants to lose weight. And so that's where we're able to share that pain point. And if they're interested, they're able to reach out and be, hey, I want that easy button to help me get to my goals of where I want to accomplish. But the best thing about it, too, is these GLP-1s aren't just great for weight loss. They're helping people with their ALC1s. So that's their sugar levels. They're coming down.
Right.
A lot of people, they're noticing the moods are actually kind of stabilizing because it's kind of keeping your blood sugar level. So you're not having that spike and crash like before you eat and after. So they're noticing actually their moods are staying more calm as well. So there's a lot of different benefits people are seeing with these products.
I guess that would change the quality of life of somebody if they can have their moods stable, right? Because not it's so erratic going up and down, and you just don't know what you're going to get that day or that time, right?
True. And plus, a lot of us reach for Band-Aids to help those mood swings. What do I mean by that? A lot of us grab sugar, candy, or even the bad ones are alcohol or smoking, So this is taking away from those crutches that we use to kind of stabilize our blood sugar. So we're seeing a great success with this.
Now, is there a lot of competition of other people doing the same thing that you guys are doing? And how do you guys set yourself apart from the competition?
Yeah, there's a lot of competition. We're not the only ones. And what we actually wanted to do is we followed other people's blueprints. I won't mention the other companies that are the big wigs of it, but we just follow their blueprint. We didn't want to reinvent the wheel. So that was really simple for us. I don't think that what we're doing is anything different. The only thing I would say is that we're really trying to personalize the product and really doing a lot of customer service, making sure we're there for them and answering their questions and not creating a confusing situation, but a really simple process for them, which has really helped us. So we have a Trust Pilot score, which is our customers rating us. And without us offering an incentive or getting paid reviews, we're at a 4.8, which is excellent. So it's one of the highest of any telehealth companies in America.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, how big is the firm?
The firm isn't that big because we're using a lot of technology. I mean, so our actual cores are not that large, but we're doing a lot of international work too. So a lot of our employees aren't in the United States. So we have a lot of coders and a lot of background people that are all throughout the world, and as well as our customer service. But we're really working on not just having these products with GLP-1s, but also expanding onto ED, hair, getting into hormone treatment. That's the next thing is getting into male and female hormones. That's something that's kind of been pushed under the rug, especially with female hormones. We need to help each other get through those phases. And believe it or not, us men, we go through menopause too. Right.
Yeah, no, that's good that it's you guys are concentrating on helping people, because that definitely improves the quality of life all the way around for everybody individually on an easier way, because the platform's easy to access the doctors and the medicine. Now, what comes easy for you guys that others might find a little bit challenging? What are you guys doing different?
I think what comes easy for us is because we're not a large firm, we can pivot and change and put our focus on something and then attack it really quickly. So speed to adjustment has been one of our successes over the past year of, hey, the market's adjusted this way, we pivoted and we switched over. And that's something that I think is really going to help us as we continue to grow in the future.
Now, what if somebody belongs to like an HMO or PPO or maybe Kaiser or one of those insurance plans, and they want to reach out to you guys? How would that work for them?
That works great. We work with all insurance companies. Again, most of our main product isn't covered by insurance, but if you're looking for anything that is covered, we work with all the PPOs, HMOs, Kaiser, whatever it is, we work with them, and then that connect them with our doctor's network. So we're flexible if you have insurance or if you don't.
So what's the easiest way? Let's just say somebody has whatever insurance they have, they reach out to you guys, and then they just give you the insurance information, and then
Yeah. Yeah, it's
you
all
guys
done
have a
online
system
and
for
then
that.
connects it all right there.
Now, why are some of the, you mentioned that some of this isn't covered by insurance. Why is that? And what can people do to make it affordable for themselves?
Why is that? It's because certain criteria need to be met for it to fall under the insurance. Like you need to be a diabetic 2 or type 2, or you have to have your weight at a certain level. So your body mass index has to be at a certain number. A lot of people still feel as if they want to get to those results, even though they don't fall under those criterias. So that's
Right.
where the insurance wouldn't cover it. But we're there for you with different compounding solutions.
Oh, okay. So you can still provide the solution, even though on their regular insurance they don't fall under the parameters that they need to fall under.
Correct, Danny.
Interesting. Okay, so that's kind of good because it gives people an alternative to be able to accomplish whatever they're trying to accomplish for themselves.
Yes.
Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So what's been one of your biggest challenges that you've had in your career to overcome as
Well,
you?
but my biggest challenge in my career was, like a lot of people, was COVID, because I was in the health and the fitness industry at that time. And I'll never forget that March 16th when we had to fire 431 people on that day via Zoom. So that was probably my worst day in my career. And it was probably the hardest day in my career. And it's never really, I kind of got out of the health and fitness industry after COVID itself. But I think because of that, it's allowed me to grow in aspects I never even thought of. I really got into more of marketing and more into the deeper end of it and the customer acquisition. And it really allowed me to kind of pivot. So from the career that I was in for about 20 years. So it sucked, but then I also learned a lot and I was able to grow from it.
Well, yeah. I think COVID changed many things from many different people across many different industries.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and I think aside from, you staying home, so you rethink your life and the path that you want to take, the profession that you want to have, to companies learning how to work remotely at the same time, employees learning how to do work remotely. Yeah, it's been an interesting thing, I think, overall for all of us on how we do things and how we don't, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, I mean, that was a tough time. We all had to deal with this one thing, and there's a 4-letter word called fear. And fear is one of the biggest words in the Bible. It's all throughout it. Fear is always in our mind every day of our life.
Right.
And that just amplified it. And I think still today, people have fear in the heart of like, oh my goodness, I could lose it all tomorrow. I can lose it all. And that is something that I try to really convey to people, of just trust and kindness and give back and compassion. And by doing so, that helps bring down people's fear.
Right. Exactly. It's the unknown, right? Fear of the unknown. What's going to happen? We don't know. My life has changed. My patterns are changed. My job has changed. It's like, where do we go from here?
So true. So true. And it's hard to deal with change. Humans love to stay in the nice little comfortable routine, and change is
Right.
scary,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think what it does is allows us to be fearless in times of change, and to also have
Yeah.
trust in ourselves, because we can get through anything.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure we can. Plus, sometimes that uncertainty causes us to grow, right?
Yes.
To either go out and find that job that we really like, that we're really passionate about, that we were afraid to take the step, or make that change, or make that move, or there's something, right? At the end of the day, you land on your feet and you move on to the next thing.
hmm And that's easy to say. It's hard for a lot of people to
It
take that
is.
next step.
Yeah. No, it's easy, right? We sat here on a chair and we said it, but yeah, executing is a whole different ball game. And so you just got to figure it out. You just work through it. Now, I wanted to bring something else up that many people that are in your position, or maybe entrepreneurs, you always have to be thinking ahead, and in doing so, and because of the uncertainty such as COVID, diversification is kind of an important thing, right? And so people aside from their regular profession or their regular business, start thinking about passively investing to create additional streams of income, either to help set themselves up for retirement or to additional income from their families. What are your thoughts about that, and what do you like to do?
Well, my thoughts are fear is an investment. When you invest, you have to deal with a little bit of fear, but
Yeah.
that's the key, though. I mean, if you're not going to succeed financially without an investment. One of my favorite football stars, he's retired and he's in his big mansion in Florida. And they said, "How did you get this?" He goes, "It wasn't for my football money. It was all my investments." And that's the truth. If you really go for it and take that fear and that leap, yeah, you could lose it, but it's the only way to really get that next level is by putting your money into it and really going for it to make it multiply.
Right. Yes. No risk, no reward, right? Kind of
No
how
risk,
it
no
works.
reward.
And so sometimes you don't know, right? You don't know how to do it, but there's a lot of resources out there that you can talk to and different alternatives, and just find something that you can continually keep your money working and growing more than what inflation is, so that it doesn't erode the buying power of what you've accumulated.
I agree with you. Danny.
Right. And so we're in the first quarter of 2025. We got 9 months left. What exciting plans do you have, Matthew, for the rest of the year?
Exciting plans for the rest of the year. Well, it's going to be my 20th year wedding anniversary this year, so I'm excited for that trip. We're going to get to go to Africa and Europe, so that's pretty much one of the big things. But professionally wise, I really want to help our company, Bright Meds, move on to a lot of more products and really expand our product line and create our larger doctor network. Also, I want to help more people, and that's why I'm with this company. Because I started off in a doctor's office and doing more one-on-ones, helping people, and I built out a whole business. And I was like, I got to expand this. And it's funny, as I thought that, I got a phone call by a recruiter wanting me to go to Bright Meds and do this on a national level. So I really feel as if helping people is the key, and trying to see how you can do it the most and easiest, because that would bring joy to your life as well.
Right. No, that's very good. That's very good to be able to give back to the community and help them with whatever need that they have. So that's awesome. Now, if somebody's listening and they'd like to get a hold of you and maybe talk to you a little bit more about what you do, or maybe they want the help that you guys provide, how would they get a hold of you?
Sure. Well, I can give out my personal email. It's Matt, M-A-T-T, 1080W at Gmail. So it's Matt, 1080W at Gmail, or my phone number. Feel free to text me. I've got a phone, 949-244-9015. Willing to meet anyone or talk to them. If they have any questions, I'm here for you.
That's awesome. Hopefully anybody that is listening and you guys are interested in telehealth, reach out to Matthew. Maybe he can help you with whatever you need. And
I'm here for you.
Once again, Matthew, thanks so much for coming on. And to our audience, please go to ocpowerplayers.com and follow us on your favorite channel. And don't forget to like us. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you, Danny, for your time. It was a pleasure.
Thanks for listening to Orange County Power Players. Want to share your success story? Apply to be a guest at ocpowerplayers.com/guest.